Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Manful Podcast. And today we've got on Craig, a.k.a. CopDattv. Craig's story that he speaks about today is absolutely mental. From having a child and then losing his mother the next day, that in itself already is captivating enough to make you go, whoa, I want to listen to this story. But from where Craig was to where he is now, what he went through, the environment that he was in, it makes you think that he shouldn't be where he is today, but he is. And that's where the highest gratitude's got to go to this lad. He's an inspiration. I told him on this podcast, he's an inspiration, and he's definitely a role model to someone. So I'm not going to waffle on as I normally do. So get ready, sit down. If you're listening, if you're watching, just get ready for the boss story. We have a great laugh, but we also get deep as well. There are a few tears as well, so that'll keep you in mind. So please, please, please enjoy this and make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much, and enjoy the podcast. Right then, so
how close do we need to be?
They say about 4 fingers.
Yeah, about here.
That.
Yeah, sound.
About 4 fingers, and they say for better results, talk past the mic. So
past the mic like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's up to.
Yeah, that's not even that way.
Put it above your head, lad.
It is. Like I'm doing a little freestyle in that. Fire in the shed. Oh, sick.
Come on then.
Let's go.
So, Cop.
Yeah.
Lad, how are we first of all?
I'm good, lad. Just a quick one. Can I look over there when I'm talking? Can
lad,
I talk?
Talk to anyone, talk to any camera.
You're fine, I'm talking to
lad, talk to anyone, they'll jump in with questions and everything, lad. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm good, lad.
Yes.
Good.
I love that.
Bit fragile from last night. I had a little family party, but I'm here. I'm good. I turned up. Yeah. That's the main thing, innit? Maybe a few years ago I might not have done. But I'm here, lad. I'm here.
Lad, and you're looking fresh. That's the main part as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's the Crocs more than anything.
That's it. That's a hard them. Can they be edit that out.
Yeah. For anyone that doesn't know Cop, because obviously you only told us your name when you actually got here.
Yeah.
Who are you?
My name's CopDattv. I go by the name of CopDattv, but me government name's Craig. That's all I'm saying. My government name's Craig, and I'm I don't know what. I don't even call myself a rapper, I call myself an artist. You know what I mean? I'm an artist because obviously I can sing as well, but I haven't really brought that in yet. I can do a little vocal and that here and there. That's how I started my music.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started my music singing. Yeah, so and then obviously years ago I used to rap messing around though, and people used to go, "You're good messing around," but I was always singing. Do you know what I mean? So I never really started rapping. I was just to do little bits, but then obviously things happen in your life, and I was just writing, and then that's how I got into me rap music. Do you know what I mean? Oh. So yeah.
So what was it that made you start writing rap? Because we went to school with a few lads, like we mentioned before. It's there was a lot of rap there, but what was it for you?
Do you know what, for me, it's the area that I was brought up in, really. Like, say, I'm from Toxteth originally. I don't live there now, but I'm from Toxteth originally, and that's where it's a lot of urban music. It's what you hear. You see a lot of things. You're around a lot of things, and that's within the culture, isn't it? So that's how I found myself going into rap music. Do you know what I mean? But the singing side of things, that was a bit mad. When I'm saying, I'll keep going back to that, but that was a bit mad. I started singing when I was 14. My very first girlfriend got me into it because she could sing as well, and I was like, I can sing. But I was good, but I wasn't that good, but I was good. So yeah, she got me into it, and I started in a gospel choir. She was in a gospel choir, yeah. And I imagine being 15 with your mates on the roads. They say, you know what I mean, because that's what we used to do, is go out with your mates and that. But yeah, I ended up going in a gospel choir. But I was out with my mates and that, so I was between the two of them, going out with my mates and then doing choir and that. But it wasn't like your choir, proper church choir. It was like a gospel choir where it's quite upbeat. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's where I started my musical journey.
What was the reaction like from your mates? Was that interesting?
Yeah, it was at first. I'll be honest. At first, they didn't. It wasn't that it wasn't accepted. It was just just got to talk the piss out of me.
Yeah,
they took the piss out of me. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, and then they started to accept it then. I think, if I remember rightly, we had like a show. It was Sefton Park used to have shows years ago. I think it was like, is it the Lymph? But it used to be in, I think it was the Lymph, but he had it in Princess Park. It's not a Princess or Sefton, but it was years ago. I was only young, 16. So that was time ago. And then they had like a showcase thing, and it was my very first girlfriend when I was in school. We practiced and done a song together on stage. Oh lad, and when I think back now, it was cringy. But you know what? Then he started to it. Did he? Yeah. I know what he had.
Yeah. Really? Back on now, like.
Yeah.
Just crack on.
Yeah, I know what he had. Yeah. Where do you reckon we went from?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, don't.
Quiet.
Yeah. So shall I just go back to it?
Go back to it.
Yeah.
We'll see what it looks like.
So I started my music. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
One of you should keep an eye on the light then, in case it goes off and Derek doesn't see it.
I started my music. Obviously being in a choir and that, a gospel choir. Being at I think when I first started, I was 14. And you know what? It was an experience for me because like that's how I started my musical journey, getting into the gospel choir, and then obviously trying to still be with your mates on like going out of a weekend and that, do you know what I mean? Getting up to whatever you get up to, but then obviously through the week going to practice in choir, do you know what I mean? So it was a bit mad. But then he started with it wasn't that it wasn't accepted. He just like kind of took the piss out of me for a bit, do you know what I mean? But you know what? I wasn't bothered, do you know what I mean? I wasn't asked.
That's big though. That's
Yeah. I wasn't asked, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like obviously I can think back at the time, it probably did affect me a little bit, but I can remember I wasn't really bothered. I just cracked on, do you know what I mean? Because obviously, when you get your very first girlfriend, as you probably know, I don't know if you know, when you get you're proper smitten, aren't you? Like, so you're not asked about your mates, do you know what I mean? So you kind of listen to you because it's like the first time you proper like someone, do you know what I mean? So that probably helped as well. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so I was in the gospel choir, and then obviously through the years within this. That kind of faded out, and then I went into some other it was it's like a what's it called? They're called. Have you heard of Mike Lowry?
I think
with Dalil.
I think I've heard of it, yeah.
Dalil, you got Dalil, Ben, and they've got a group. Ben Sharples, he does his little bits now. They've got a group. So basically, cut a long story short, I went into some other place called Positive Impact, and what it was, they done like summer schools and that. Done like performing arts, and that's because I used to like performing arts and stuff like that, drama, done it in school and that, drama, like singing, acting. So we went into that, and then basically they formed a little group called SFL. I'll tell you what it stands for. Strictly for the ladies. Lad, I swear. Oh, lad, it was cringy. But you know what? Like, again, wasn't asked. But I think I was like about 18, 19 then. So they formed that little group. And yeah, lad, again. But I had a different group of mates then after that, because my other mates, they were doing their thing, and then doing whatever. And then I met another set of lads through this thing that we were in, Positive Impact. And they all went to like, because all my mates were like from the Toxteth, but these were all from like Caldies and like by Allerton Road and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So I branched off to another set of mates, and they've been my mates since now. So there was me, one of my other mates, Imad, another lad called Philip, Clements, and then one of my other mates called Joel. And then we formed a group called SFL. But then again, like we were at that age then where the lad, it was just sick because all the birds just loved it, do you know what I mean? So like you thought you were sick, do you know what I mean? And we just do the place Positive Impact were in like connection with like schools and stuff. So what they did, we'd do little performances in schools. Like we would have like, oh lad, it was so cringy, dance routines and all that, lad. But you know what? It was a boss time, and you know what? It's definitely molded me to like a person who I am today. Do you know what I mean? Because having that confidence to just go and do something like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, put myself out there, even at a young age, like even from like the choir and that. It's put me confidence. I've always been confident anyway. You know what I mean? But that just obviously helped on my journey to do that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because like even like since you walked in, like you just like a beam of energy. Like I feel like all of them can agree with it. Like, but, like even when we spoke on Insta, like the voice notes and anything that you send, lad, it's always just like
positive, lad. Yeah, energy, love it, lad. I do you know what it is? When something like this comes up, lad, you've just got to jump on it. Do you know what I mean? And I like again, it's telling me story. I want people to see me story, and like I say, it's not a mad story, but it's a journey though. And like if you actually like, a lot of people wouldn't jump back on the music. How long we've been on since 2022 in the early 30s. Who would do that? Not many people would. But I just done it because I love it, because I love music, and I thought, you know what, I've got all this written here. What am I doing with it? It was my girlfriend who got me. So yeah, so basically she got me studio time. She got me studio time, and I let it run out. And it got to like, it was for Go Play Studios, no Cove. He's one of the studios in Liverpool. She bought me a voucher for that. And it was ready to run out. I thought, all right, I'm gonna have to book a studio here. So I messaged them, like, it's nearly running out. Can I book a session? And got me booked in. And then that was it. Then I think my first song was "Listen Up." Listen up, do you hear me? Well, see, even then, to see them songs, or that, like, I done like a, don't know if you were listening to, or you said you were listening to it. So "Listen Up" was the first one. Then I got done like a little EP. It's called "Never Too Late." But a lot of that was just loads of little bits put together of like loads of stuff I'd written. And I thought, let me just I needed like a little body of work on Spotify, so people can, they're not just seeing me on Instagram, there's something on Spotify as well for them to go to and have a little look, rather than just one or two songs. And that's how that came about. And then after that, I've gone back to my sound that I used to do years ago. Like I was into all, like, so obviously "Listen Up" was a bit fast paced, but then obviously there was Swerving, Scouser, The Louvre, and then there's this next one coming out, Council Estate. They're all like the similar BPM, so they're all like quite fast paced, do you know what I mean? And that's my sound now. So now I've found my sound, I'm getting more traction off that sound, so, and that's why I'm just going to stick with that now. But yeah, and I'm just enjoying it, lad. Just enjoying the ride, do you know what I mean? Don't know if you've seen, I've done BBC One Extra, the touchdown
tour,
that
a few times.
See, for me, that was like a mad one, because I was like thinking, wow, this is crazy, this. And I still don't actually, in my mind, I'm not still like registered it, but like that's so sick, you know. And then I done the BBC Introducing Touchdown tour with DJ Target. That was in District. That was live on the radio. And then a couple of weeks later, they put the Louvre song of the week on BBC Introducing on One Extra track of the week. So it played on like 10 shows over the week. Yeah, and it's just like it just gets it out there, do you know what I mean? And it's basically free promo, isn't it, really? So
that was my question. That was literally going to be my question.
Yeah, so basically, there's an uploader. It's called BBC Introducing Uploader. And what you do, you upload your song onto it, put the name on it, and then it tells you on there, it shows like who it's being listened to by. So it's got like a little thing who's listening to it. So it shows you, like, it's like a little file where it says like BBC Introducing of listens in London or wherever.
It's like they've got their own little charts.
Yeah. That's the one. You're on it. Yeah.
So you can be top of the region.
That's the one. BBC Mersey. So there's BBC Merseyside, and then there's like all the ones round. But then once you get onto obviously One Extra, that's national then. That's so I was on the national one. Yeah. No, that was. Do you know what? That was for me. Considering I only started my music about 2 years ago, I was thinking, do you know what? I'm doing something right here, and it's just give me that extra bit of confidence. You know what I mean? I know it's on, and even for me now. When I first started back in 2022, that was the start, but I feel like this is just the start for me now, the proper start. I built some foundations now,
I was gonna say.
And now it's like, just build on that, you know what I mean?
Do you like proper notice it? So when a song goes out on BBC, do you proper notice like the traction and all that? Like whether that's followers, that's listeners, that's whatever that is?
So basically on your Spotify, you can check like what areas of like listening to your songs, how many people are listening. It's called Spotify Artist. It's like a little artist profile, and you go on it and it shows you all your analytics. Yeah, that's the one, lad. Yeah. Of like, and it shows you like how if it's dropping in views and stuff like that with little charts and stuff, so you can keep track of it. It's the same with Apple as well. Apple does the same, similar. They can see, but they show you how many Shazammed your song and everything, so you can see how many people. So like when I was on the radio, I looked on my Shazams, and it was like 100 and something Shazams where people have been like, "Oh, let me watch this." Do you know what I mean? And then once they listen to that gets, they'll probably go onto your page, maybe follow you, and then get more listens, more monthly listeners. So, like, I went from like my monthly listeners, because I don't look at it all the time, but my monthly listeners used to be like when I first started, like I got a bit of traction for a bit, and I went dormant then for about 6 months, like, and I was thinking, how can I market myself better to get more like people onto my music? And do you know what it was? As soon as I changed my sound, like, that's when it started. People started listening more, the fast-paced stuff, and I just feel comfortable in where my sound is at now. So, and I haven't even started my vocals yet. I haven't brought the vocals back yet. See, and when they come back, it's game over.
Have you got any idea when the vocals are going to start coming in?
Do you know what it is? I just don't know how I'm gonna put it in because
Okay.
like see the way I'm doing like now, or like the fast paced stuff and a bit more gritty stuff. How am I gonna filter in vocals? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do a bit of a
Okay.
dance tune, like a scout
Lad,
band.
I'm looking at because summer's coming
Like a
out.
summer tune,
Yeah,
like scouts, like-
yeah.
yeah.
'Cause I've got a-
I can see that.
Yeah, I've got a few lads there that actually produce. So it's just when I'm gonna do it. Do you know what I mean? And it needs to be at the right time. But I think that because I'm bringing this Council Estate one out, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do after that because I don't know when it's gonna be. I'm gonna rather see what the traction's off that, and then if not, I'm gonna. What I tend to do, I'll tend to like
Tweak things here and there.
tweak things here and there. That's what it is. Or like see if the traction on the songs, like if I see it's dropping a bit, then that's when I'll start like I'll start like promo on another song then. So just keep consistent, keep throwing music out there, and then see where it goes. Just one's got a hit, hasn't it? One's got a hit. Even that Scouser one, people keep going back to me saying that Scouser one's sick. You know, I was like, lad, I haven't even brought a video out for that.
I feel like you've got a good hook.
Yeah.
So, because you've got a good hook, like
You're on it, aren't you?
hook just like kicks and
Yeah.
it's like
You can say
people
whatever.
don't even need to know the whole song or listen to it all. They hear that kick, the hook, and they're like,
Sticks.
this is catchy, this is
Yeah.
fast. And
That's it.
Yeah, I think
That's the key when I write, lad. That's what I do.
hooks.
As long as I've got a sick hook that can grip you in, you can say whatever. You're not really. You can. Shouldn't say that, but you just can put things in that obviously aren't like your hook. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be as catchy, but you can.
To make a good hitting like
Yeah.
good song now. With that
You need your
traction,
hook.
You need the hook.
You need a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need a hook, lad.
Start with like good
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
you need a hook. But yeah, I'm pretty. When it comes to me writing, lad, when I zone in, lad, I change my beat. So what I'll do, I'll start writing to one beat, and then I'll be listening to that beat for that long, but like I don't like this beat, and then I'll use them same lyrics on a different beat. Do you know what I mean? I'll just look for the beat then that matches it. That just bangs. I think that's the one. Do you know what I mean? And there's a few producers that I look through on YouTube, but I'm getting to the point now where I need to get away from them YouTube beats now because thousands of people have got them. So I've got a producer now. He's local as well. So we're gonna start working together and sitting down together and just making our own sounds. Do you know what I mean? Together rather than having to sit there and wait for something that sounds good. Do you know what I mean?
What's the best song so far that you've made in your own opinion?
My best one. In terms of like the story that it tells. Do you know what? There's one off the Never Too Late EP that I done. And I think it might have been the intro one where I talk a little bit, I go a little bit deep, and it starts off like, get to the place, I took a harsh trip, like gambling with life, like it's blackjack when them cards flip. And I think that's the most one where it tells the most story. Because a lot of these ones are just like the hook. You tell a bit of a story, but when that was probably the one where I've proper delved into it, where it's like I'm just telling a story, like, do you know what I mean?
So what is it that about you that makes your music that bit different to a lot of them? Because, like you said, you tell stories, don't you?
Yeah. I think with me, because the latest songs, they're all on like drill beats, but I'm not chatting drill bars really. Like, like drill beats,
drill beats, but no drill.
I don't actually know. Like when I actually think about it, it's not. I wouldn't call it drill. It's weird. They asked me this in Radio 1 as well, when I done a little interview at the end. They were like, saying about me sound and that, and I was like, I can't actually put a finger on what my sound is. Like, it's not drill, it's not grime. It's just a bit of like, it's my own sound, lad. I can't even describe it. And that's it's a bit of a unique one. Do you know what I mean? What people always, because I don't notice it myself, but what I tend to get is where like me flow. It's like me flow and me. I've mastered my own little kind of flow. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm like a drill, grime, rap.
Have you ever seen like there's an interview with Nance?
Okay.
And he's talking and he's like, I'm not like a drill artist.
Yeah.
I'm a trap star. And basically what the difference
What?
is the difference is a drill artist is gang.
Yeah.
Trap artist is about like glorifying, like improving yourself.
Okay. That is.
Nance hit the nail.
Yeah, that's crazy, that, isn't it? Right, no, it really is. I could say to an extent I am. I'm not as like.
Oh, is it a trap star that he says? He might not even be trap star. I'm getting mixed up.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. I know exactly
like
what.
Actual
Yeah.
drill and like the.
Yeah, because drill's mad. Do you know what I do like drill music, I listen to it, but when I actually deep the bars, and it's like, wow, freaking now it's not good, man. It's like, do you know what, it sounds sick.
Yeah.
It sounds, sorry, I need to get closer. It sounds sick, but the bars aren't. Do you know what I mean?
It's probably not good for your audience.
No,
like,
no.
What you're going to put out to people now, do you really want to be promoting that to... Like,
No.
That's not who you are.
This is what I'm saying. A lot of us don't know, as long as when you listen to my stuff, a lot of mine's past tense as well. So it's like, I talk about that time, but then you look at me now. And that's what I always try and like say, look at me now though. Like, do you know what I mean? I feed off that. Like look at me now. Like, and do you know what I am? I'm proud of where I've gotten to now in terms of like, I was on not a slippery slope, but it could have went. Well, yeah, I was on a slippery slope, but I always had like people there to guard me. Do you know what I mean?
What was the slippery slope then that you went through?
It was more just like I had the fucking partying. It was the partying side. It wasn't a daily thing for me.
How old was you when you were partying?
Started partying when I was 17.
17. So you were invested in a way.
Yeah. So what it was more, and I was one very first out to my group of mates as well.
Really?
So I was the one where like. Can you swear? Not swear. Can you talk about stuff on here? Like, no.
This is all real life stuff.
So, no. So obviously it was the limo. Obviously, do you know what I mean? I used to be able to go to town with like just one bag of limo and fucking last me one night. I'll have some the next day, and or I'll have some left in my pocket from the next day. Do you know what I mean? But then it got to the point where it just went like. It was like a premeditated thing where I'd be getting it beforehand. And it's not like you're having a drink and then you get it. It was like, I'm getting on it tonight. Well, let's go and order 5 or 10 bags. You know what I mean? Let's all just go on a mad one. That's what it was. And when you start premeditating it, then that's when it becomes a problem then. Do you know what I mean? Because
it's the intention then that comes along with it. Like you said, like people go out the alphabet, they think, oh yeah, let's now grab it. But if you're already thinking like a day or two before, I'm going to go to weekend and grab it, that's the issue.
That's the problem. And there's no, for anyone out there, there's no cure for it. It's a mental thing. And that's the hard thing. Once you have to get your mind right to get away from it. Mine was more like, I started getting paranoia with me, like the paranoia side of things. People who know me, like me mates and that, will tell you. I started getting paranoid bad, like around me mates and stuff like that, thinking like people are talking about me in the room and all shit like that. Do you know what I mean? And then, but it started happening. I started doing the same thing all the time, lad, and it started becoming a repetitive thing. And then people didn't want to be around me then when I was bevying. Do you know what I mean? Because it was one of them things. But yeah, no. So I'll go right the way back again. So 17. When I first started, and when I was 17, going on 18, that's when I first started. My dad died when I was 18, and then that just kind of just like made me like. My mum was there obviously, but my dad was like one of them. Like growing up, my dad was like, I come from a council background, but if I needed something, my dad was like kind of like he wouldn't just give me it. He'd make me because he had an alright job. Do you know what I mean? But he'd make me like not work for it, but there's got to be a valid reason for me to get something off him. Do you know what I mean?
I was going to say, did he show you like what the value is for it?
Yeah, kind of. But as I started to get a little bit like older, it was a little bit easier to get money off my dad because I was getting older. I was asking all the time, and he had a decent job, you see, as well. So when my dad went, that just like. I used to get money off my dad. Even when he had a job, like starting from 16, I'd still get money off my dad. Do you know what I mean? So I'd have, do you know what I mean? Pocket money. Do you know what I mean? And my brother wasn't one of them. He was the difference. So my dad used to go, everything I've got to give you, I've got to give him as well. So like I'd be taking, let's say I took 100 quid, Mars would have like 500 quid that for all them other times that I didn't get nothing. Do you know what I mean? That was my brother Miles, by the way. But yeah, no. So when my dad went, then I kind of just went down on a little decline because it affected me more than I knew at the time, do you know what I mean? It affected me more than I knew at the time. And it just, obviously, because I had my mum, that was like blocking everything kind of out type of thing. But then, obviously, my mum didn't work and stuff like that. So things started to get like a little bit harder. My brother, he's always, since he went to uni, I think then he was away then. And then he's always lived away. He went off to Dubai and stuff like that. So it was always just me and my mum then. So, because it was just me and my mum, like I used to take the piss. I used to go out from Friday and then come home Sunday, do you know what I mean? And because I could, do you know what I mean? Spend all my dough, do you know what I mean? Because I had a roof over my head and food in the cupboard. So I'd never had to worry, do you know what I mean? And then that was another reason why I kind of like stopped me music then as well. Because the going out with your mate side of things just stopped me music, stopped me the social thing with it, like it's one of them. Like you'd rather go out with your mates. You'd rather just get money to go out with your mates rather than like, and then you'd start missing like music stuff and then it just like fizzled out. Do you know what I mean? And then just like kind of just went through life. And then obviously with that habit, where you're getting the money from for the habit, do you know what I mean? And it's not a daily habit; it's more of a weekend thing. So like if you're fucking off jobs like I was doing, I was fucking off jobs. So where was I getting my money from? Do you know what I mean? And then that's when the other side of things come in, do you know what I mean? Where they just started to trying to make money here and there and stuff like that. And then that comes hand in hand with that like kind of lifestyle. It comes in hand with like getting on it, partying, because you haven't got work on Monday sometimes, but then sometimes I would have work if I think I'd need a job, so I'd go get an agency job, do you know what I mean? And I was back on, just survival, like without,
you're surviving,
surviving just for your habit, lad, do you know what I mean? Just getting by, lad, do you know what I'm saying? And that's all it was, lad. Then strapping stuff and shit like that, I used to do it, like,
fuck with your head, all that.
Oh mate, and like the amount of times I just like blank people like when they owed them money and stuff like that, it's like, what the fuck was I doing? I think back now and it makes me cringe, but I know there's a lot of people that do that now. Do you know, I still see it, and it's like it's only gonna just keep going and keep going and keep going. And like I said before, there's no cure for that. Like if you get like, there's people that get addicted to it on a daily basis, but I had an addiction, but it was just a weekend thing. Do you know what I mean? I'd always I couldn't have a drink without that. Do you know what I mean? Never, ever. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it just become a proper problem. And then my mum didn't really know until her later years. Do you know what I mean? My mum didn't really know. I used to hide it quite well because she didn't really like. Not that she wasn't bothered, but she knew how to she knew how, if I was all right, sound, you're all right. Just phone me if you're being out. Like if I'm out the store next morning, I'll phone me mum at like 9, 10. Like, oh yeah, mum, I'm all right to be home later. But I'm fucking off me band in a party somewhere. Do you know what I mean? So just as long as I made the call, she was all right. She weren't really like, she was strict when we were younger, but she just started to get a bit late. As I got older, she was like dead. Yeah, she was laid back then. Do you know what I mean? But I was just more of like an opportunist, lad. I used to just take opportunities, like, so like I never even had the license. Only got my license after my mum died in 2018. Yeah, I didn't have a license. So I was just one of them kids, just stupid shit, lad. Do you know what I mean? Like, got criminal record for fucking taking my mum's car, fucking taking without owner's consent, fucking possession of cocaine. But lad, lad, just stupid shit, lad. And it's just no good. Just
what
proper
was the
no.
turning point for you then to stop living that lifestyle and choose away?
The turning point was when my mum was no, the turning point is when I went to jail. Yeah.
What year did you go to jail?
2016.
16.
Yeah, till 2017. I only went for 3.5 months. It was only a quick one. But it was a sign, I reckon, because like I was just going up and down the motorway with all sorts in the car and all stuff like that, and then I started to get my own little people and stuff like that. But I was going up and down the motorway, but I got caught on the motorway in Stoke back in 2016. I had like a box of MCAT on me. yeah, lad. MCAT, lad, yeah. So, taking it up to Stoke, got caught. And you know what, lad? I just knew it, lad. I was in the back, I remember in the back of the police car. I was crying, lad. You know, I was like, that fucking be dingy. But you know what? The police were all right with me. They were sound. You know what I mean? And I just thought, fucking hell, I've proper. What am I doing this for? Fucking just to make money to them, to go out and party. Do you know what I mean? Like, what am I fucking doing? That was a turning point where it's like, wow, you've only been caught with that. You're lucky. Do you know what I mean? So that year, it was 2016. I got sentenced in. Wait, it was May 2016. I got sentenced in October in 2016, and then to give me 18 months, I got a third off for going guilty because I was banged to rights in it. So yeah, and then 12 months, but you only have doing half that, don't you? So 6 months, and then I only done half of that because they put me out on tag. Yeah. So and then that was for me, that was a proper turning point. So I come out of jail. Lad, it was just one of them, lad. I just felt like my mum was there still as well, and I kinda, but then she got. So when I come out of jail in 2017, early 2017, she got diagnosed with cancer, but because it was just me and my mum, like so that was another thing why I stopped as well. But then again, come out and I was still, I'm not partying and not like that because trying to take me head away from my mum being not well. So she got diagnosed with lung cancer, and then lad, I just went through the whole process with the lad. So I felt like I had cancer. Do you know what I mean? Lad, literally, lad, it was brutal, lad. It was proper brutal, lad.
How long did the lad,
I'm gonna get Sorry.
It's alright. It's alright. If you do need them, lad, they are there. Just take as much time as you need.
Nah, I'm sweet, lad. Nah, I'm sweet, bro. I can't talk about it, lad.
Yeah.
It's easy for me to talk about, lad. It's easy, but sometimes it just gets me, lad. So yeah, where was I at, lad? Sorry, lad. Sorry.
So it was basically you just got out of jail, then you're still going out because you tried to like
fucking,
basically mask everything.
Yeah, so fucking. I'll be alright now. One sec.
Yeah.
Do you know what, lad? It's funny though, lad, because it's fucking, lad. I've been so. I am strong with it anyway, lad. I can talk about it, but just sometimes when you just talk about it, lad, because I'm telling the whole story, just gets you. Just.
Like we live in the pain, bro.
Yeah, that's all that is. You're just opening them up again.
You know what it's like, losing like.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? There's no worse pain, bro. So we understand.
And I'm guessing you don't speak about it in this much depth either.
No,
It's like opening up more
like
stuff.
I talk about it in a positive way, lad. It's got to be positive because, lad, it's weird. It's so weird, lad. It's so fucking weird how it happened. And then this will blow your head off now how it happened now, yeah. So fucking obviously my mum was not well, so I went through the whole thing with her, and she passed away. My daughter was so obviously, but in the meantime, yeah. So when my mum was basically dying, she was all right. She was all right for the whole thingy. She didn't really suffer as well, so that was a good thing. So yeah, so she was dying for about. So when was that? That was in 2017. So she died in May. No, she died in. Do you know what? June 2018 it was.
Yeah.
But then I'd met a girl. I was single at the time. I'd met a girl, yeah, and it ended up getting pregnant, but we weren't together at the time. And then basically she, but obviously because my head was set on my mum's stuff, when she told me she was pregnant, I kind of just like backed off, lad. Literally backed off because I was thinking, do I want a kid? Do you know what I mean? Because I wasn't in control of the situation as well, lad. It used to do me head in. And then basically, it come to it like where my mum was nearly. Then my mum went into hospital, yeah. And like over the 5 days, she just started to deteriorate. Do you know what I mean? In hospital. She deteriorated, and then got a call off my daughter's mum now. And my missus as well. So yeah. So got a call off her, but we weren't together this time. And then she went, like, my waters are broke, and this is like 2 days before. I think it was 2 days or the day before. My mum died. Do you know what I mean? So this is fucking so weird, lad. So I'm like, what the fuck? So we've come out to the Royal. My cousin was with me, and I went to her. What should I do? Obviously, she's a mum herself. So I know what she was gonna say. She went, you need to go to the women's. So I went from the Royal to the women's. She's on the bed. She's thinking gonna have the baby. First time I've ever met a mum. My mum's died in another hospital. Yeah, lad. So my head's shot here. So I've come from one hospital to another. Met her. Hadn't seen her in fucking 8 months. Do you know what I mean? And then it's like, so I'm trying to take all this in. Next minute, she's had an emergency C-section. My daughter's born. The next minute, I'd had no sleep because I'd been here all night. This was in the morning then. Do you know what I mean? Because I left the night before. I left the Royal. Went to the women's. So I hardly had no sleep. I didn't have no sleep. I was like little 5 minutes here and there. So I went to mine and lived around the corner from the women's. Literally just on Crown Street there. So I went home, got my head down, left the door open for some reason. I must have been that tired and my door was just left open. Next minute, I waking up. My cousin said, you left the front door open. I was like, I didn't even know. So luckily I left the front door open because I would have been out. She woke me up. She went, you're gonna have to come to the Royal now. See your mum's like not good. So I ran there, and then next minute my mum passed, and I was like, fuck. But then obviously my daughter was born the day before my mum died. So it was weird. It was proper weird, lad. that time was just a fucking... So you can imagine me, I still weren't in the right man then either. I was even worse then.
Yeah.
I still weren't with the baby's mum or nothing like that. I just couldn't get my head around it. But I was like a couple of weeks after my mum died and the baby was born. I got seeing the... Well, I was seeing the baby anyway, but to like started having it by myself and that, just to get a bit of responsibility. But I was still living in my mum's house then, just by myself, lad. 3-bedroom house by myself, lad. So you can imagine. But obviously, because I wasn't with the baby's mum, at the time, lad, I was still partying loads, lad. Just getting people back from town, just fucking, do you know what I mean? So I was like trying to be a dad, and then partying as well, lad. So my head was just... And then this one time, yeah, I got that off me barney. Lad, I got that paranoid, yeah. Lad, you just want to fucking laugh, yeah. Like, I got that paro, lad. I swear to God. Don't know if you've fucking ever been like this. Bro, for plodder outside. So here's me, I was on my knees, lad. On my knees by the door like that. I said, yeah, if you're going to come, just come, lad. I can remember doing it, lad. And I thought, I got up, and nothing happened for about half an hour, and I got up. So I thought, like, the fucking plodder outside. So I'm there on my knees, like, literally on my fucking knees by the front door. But, like, the doors are open, the middle door's closed, so no one could see me. Lad, the day, it was one of these hot days. And then I thought, I got up, jumped over next door's back, went into theirs, and then I just told them, said, look, I've had too much... As soon as I left my house, I felt all right then. It was weird. And then I told them, they phoned my cousin. My cousin come and got me. And just like you're going to have to stop this. And then, do you know what? Another couple of times, things happened where I was partying again, because I'd come home from town, or people would be partying in there, I'd fuck everyone off, and I'd just still crack on by myself. Do you know what I mean? And it's fucking horrible, I'd still bevying. But I lived in a close like this, so right in the corner. So... If you leave the house, everyone knows what you're doing, or whoever's coming, everyone can see it. Do you know what I mean? So, lad, it was fucking... So, yeah, a couple of times where, lad, it was just that paro, lad. I've had to call the ambulance a couple of times as well. Yeah, see where my chest is just feeling a bit fucking tight.
Yeah.
Took me to the hospital, put me on an ECG, said, you sound, you just need to fucking just stop on the limo. Do you know what I mean? Because I used to just, like... I didn't know when to stop, lad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But that's the thing with that type of drug, though, innit? Like, it's just so addicting.
Yeah,
because it gives you such a dopamine rush for, like, what?
Yeah.
Half an hour? Something like that,
I mean?
and then you're like, need more.
So I was just constantly trying to chase that fucking... And then, do you know what? One day I just said... I got rid of my mum's house. I said, I'm going to have to get away from here. I know it's my family home, but it's memories, and I'm not creating any good memories now. Do you know what I mean? I need to keep them good memories that are there. So, the baby's mum, I said to her, like, can I come and stay in your mum's and that? And she lived up by McGull. And yeah, went and stayed up there. And then obviously after that, and then got rid of my mum's house completely. And it was just like, do you know what? After that, lad, I swear to God, yeah, I've never been in... Like, obviously, it took me a year or so to just get me head where it was, do you know what I mean? But then after that, lad, I went back into work up there. And then all up them ways. Found my feet again, lad, do you know what I mean? And then like, I was doing agency jobs, and then I got let go from one agency. Started, I had some money saved, but see, that money that I saved, lad, I would never have been able to save that money if I would been living down where I was living, do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, I knew I was on the right path because I had a bit of like, what's the word? I wasn't silly with my money. Do you know what I mean? I used to be, every time I'd get 100 quid, lad, we go in the pub. Do you know what I mean? What are we doing? We going out? Just want to see birds. Just want to fucking party. Just go back to mad gaffs. Do you know what I mean? Because do you know what? At the time, it's all right for like the first few hours, and then it gets weird. Then and it's just not good, lad. And then you come out out of own money, fucking feeling all fucked. Do you know what I mean? And then your day's wasted as well. And then you go and do the same again next week. You waste so much time. Do you know what I mean?
Do you reckon it was like a coping mechanism for you?
Yeah. I reckon it.
Yeah.
I reckon it definitely was. And do you know what? I went to counselling recently as well. About last year, some point, because I needed to actually go to counselling. My brother went to counselling about me mum and stuff like that, and he said it's really good for you. And he's not like, he's the complete opposite to me. Yeah. And I went, okay, I'll go to counselling. So we went to counselling. Went to counselling, informed me some woman, she was boss, really good. And I just got everything out. I just said everything like what I needed to say, and she was about the drug side of things, because it got to the point where it wasn't even like a couple of years ago. It wasn't like it was it was a problem, but it wasn't a problem like it used to be. It's still just like I used to go out, and sometimes I'd let myself down a couple of times, you know what I mean? Where I'd go out and then I'd literally fucking wouldn't come home until the next day, and it's like fucking hell, the old Craigs, little bits of the old Craigs coming back here, do you know what I mean? And then once I started my own, obviously I got let, so I'll go back again. I got let go from one of the agency jobs, and then I bought a van. started me own little business. And as soon as I started that was like, because it's my own, I started to become a bit like, what, I can't fuck this up now. Because you're not after other people's business because it's not yours, do you know what I mean? Just being real about it. You'd fuck off a job, wouldn't you? Yeah. But when it was my own, then that's when it really like you need to look after this. You need to build this. You know what I mean? You've got your family there. You've got people that depend on you. Do you get me? So that was me. Yeah, I just had to knuckle down. Nearly 2 years on the thing. You know, not 2 years, about a year and a half now. Done been doing it, lad, as in non-stop, and I can work when I want, and it just fits me as a person because that's if I want to have a late start one day, I'll have a late start. Do you know what I mean? And it just fits me so much, you know.
Yeah, so, it sounds like you found like the value of everything so far. Like you really, and then the responsibility that's come with it, you've really took it on.
Yeah, and do you know what? The amount of money I'm making now, just off that, like I could sometimes, without disclosing it too much, but you can make a couple of grand a week sometimes on a good week. Yeah, and sometimes it can be taxman watching. No, but sometimes it can be like cash as well. Yeah, I'm just saying how it is. What? Yeah. What? No, but it can be. No, that's what I'm saying. So, because you're self-employed as well, it's a bit hard, holidays and stuff like that. But if you have a good couple of weeks, you're all right. Do you know what I mean? It has its ups and downs. Like it's not seasonal, but it's like sometimes through the winter, like when it gets to like the middle of December, it starts to slow down. People are, what do people want to move? Or people are not doing house moves. They're doing like, we bought a couch, can you go and pick that up? For like, or like a table for Christmas dinner or whatever. Stuff like that. But you know what? No day's the same. You could be doing a house move one day, the next minute, mate, I had a playground in my van the other day, like a proper playground where you drilled out the fucking playground, and stuff like that. So, and you know what? I'm proper passionate about it. Like I've only got it. It's only on Facebook, but it's I'm just in the process of doing a website because I've got loads of me work from Facebook, so I just never branched out anymore. But I've got over 200 reviews on there, 8 5-star reviews where people are just, you know, I can talk and stuff like that. I'm easy to talk to. So people, I'm like this with everyone. Just not this depth, but not this deep. But people just like me as a person, so they start to like not just the service they're getting, like they start to like you as a person and recommending you. Do you know what I mean? But where I am in my life now, lad, I'm very positive. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like where I was to where I am now. I'm just glad that I've made a change. Do you know what I mean? I've made that change, made that switch. Do you know what I mean? And unfortunately, it took me to move from me where I grew up to do that. But if it needs, you've got to look after number one. You've got to look after yourself. You can't worry about what everyone else is going to think. You've just got to do you. Or because my family was like, oh, you're at your mum's house. I'm like, do you know what? I don't fucking care. Do you know what I mean? I've got to look after my own head now. It's getting to that. I've got a daughter there that depends on me. I don't want me to be a fucking party animal. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that was it. I
wouldn't even say that like it's an unfortunate thing that it took you to move because it's the environment that you were in, that you've had to be able to be able to grow. Yeah. So it was a fortunate thing that you were able to realise that and get out of that and then move forward because like obviously the city that we're in, like we can probably all agree that there's a drug problem in Liverpool, like with people taking drugs and all that, and like it seems to be like such a cool thing. Yeah. And like everyone know each to their own, if they want to do it, but you've experienced that life, and then you've reached the point where you thought, nah, fuck this, like, I'm off, like, I'm not doing this anymore. I've got a daughter there. Yeah. I've lost both parents. Your brother moved to Dubai. And he was like, what am I going to be doing with my life now?
What am I going to be doing? Because I have no one to do what it is, what it was for me. See, when I had my mum to lean on, when that's not there, it's like the safety net's there, lad, and it's been there for years, and your mum would always, lad, your mum would do anything for you, and when that's not there, you're like, shit, who have I got to lean on here? Lad, I remember times, within that year of when my mum was gone, within that, like, year, because I stayed in that, my mum's house for a year, lad, I didn't go in her room for like fucking 6 months, do you know what I mean? One of them ones, everything was the same, and, but yeah, lad, I remember times where I'd be like phoning my mates, like, can you send me £1, lad, to make up this tenner to get gas and lecky, lad, and because I never used to buy it, because it was one of them card ones, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And I was like, wow, and I think back then, I'm like, what the fuck? No, I was broke, lad. I was broke, and then I was like still trying to party and that, like fucking, do you know what I mean?
Do you reckon moments of like taught you your most valuable lessons?
Yeah, lad, I swear, when I'm like, that's like you can go either way with that, like, because you can. There'll be times when I had nothing, lad, not even a penny. Do you know what I mean?
Bottom, you can
rock bottom,
go up or you can go.
Or you can go further.
Yeah, lad,
you can go further.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I got good mates around me. Do you know what I mean? Even though they do whatever they do, or like some mates still partying that, they've all got good hearts and that. Do you know what I mean? I was not the worst one out of it, but I was the one where like I was the most easily led. I was just my man, just weren't as strong as theirs. Do you know what I mean?
Where do you reckon that stem from, though?
I don't fucking know, you know.
Yeah,
I really don't
because
know.
you, from what you've said, since like being like 16, you were always the one that branched out and went into your own thing. But then you're saying you're easily led.
Yeah,
so it's like the opposite.
I really do not know, you know.
Did you have a good childhood, like?
Yeah, I had a good childhood because where we lived in a close, lad, we were all like the same age as well. Oh, lad, we all had the same age, but everyone was in the same position. You knock next door for some milk, go over there for some sugar.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And like everyone used to help everyone out, and like. Not everyone, and one of them closest, where not every one of the mums worked and that. Do you know what I mean? It was just one of them, but lad, it was, I can't just, you know what I mean? Like a proper family, lad, and like we used to go on days out together and stuff like that. And all the mums we all used to go to, like there was a good bunch of us that went to the same school. And then primary school, and then when we went to senior school, some went different ones, but you know what, we'd all be in that close. Do you know what I mean? And it was proper safe. And there was another two closest as well, so we all used to join lads. Sometimes it was over the field, over the road where we used to live. There was about 30 kids just come from all the closest. Do you know what I mean? Just go and play footy on the field, see them days there. They were the best days then. Like, if I could go back to them days now, I would, you know. Like they were so sick, and you take them for granted at the time, don't you?
Yeah, so this is just like an off-topic question. But to relate to that, how much do you wish that you could go back to school?
Oh, lad.
Because like, we have conversations from like the odd time. You go, lad, I wish I could do a week in school.
I say this all the time. Yeah, is where like if I could go back, I'd do things differently. See that question that you used to ask you, what would you want to be when you're older? You never really used to have an answer. You used to just have like, fucking doctor, like just mad ones. But like when you actually, I never used to have an answer. I never used to have an answer, lad. And I'm thinking, wonder why I never used to have an answer. And then obviously my life's just shown I never had an answer because I didn't really aspire to be anything because my mum and dad weren't really pushy. They weren't really pushy parents. Just as long as I was safe and I was happy and doing what I enjoyed, they weren't really asked, you know what I mean? My mum was a little bit strict when we were young. I was scared of my mum more than my dad. My dad was not a pushover, but he was just more of like a gentleman, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's like my mum and dad.
My mum was like quite common. Proper, what? You fucking this, fucking that, do you know what I mean? One of them mums, get fucking one of them mums, like proper. So everyone knew. They used to shout me mum to shout the kids off the field.
Screaming you down the road.
My mum's was the loudest voice, so they'd get me mum to shout. Yeah. The field was over the back of ours, so they'd be like, Craig, Miles! And then everyone's go, Craig, Miles, your mum's shouting you. And then, but that meant everyone come all around because everyone's got to come back round then. But yeah, lad, the good days, man, the good days.
What was like the happiest memory that you got with like your man and your dad?
Happiest memory?
We're on that
probably very first family holiday. I remember going to Portugal years ago. But we went at like Christmas for like 2 years. Mad that, innit? We went to Portugal for Christmas. Don't ask, lad. But then the first year we went with my mum and dad and my brother. And then the second year, my cousin and like my auntie and uncle and that come. That's probably the happiest memory. I can't really remember further back than that. See, like my mind back to like them times are so fuzzy.
How old was you on the first holiday?
Like I think around 10, you know. Yeah, I think it was about 10. Because I remember we were looking through pictures of a couple of weeks back, mate. There was some guy that used to come round, with us, see all the black clothes out of his
sunglasses and that?
Yeah, I used to come out of his boots. Years ago, but they were proper black years ago. Like I had like a red hoodie saying Armani jeans. Oh, lad, that is the worst. It's like our Primark hoodie. Yeah, the print's just terrible. But he used to come off like them black Lacoste trackies because do you know what? Them trackies were expensive years ago, weren't they? I mean, mum wasn't one of them where she's like, yeah, I'll put all the money into them. I buy you a fucking £150 trackie or whatever. Would he buy 150 quid or something, were they? The Lacoste trackies.
Probably
like that.
Yeah, it was a big make, lad. But then the fake ones, we had the guy come round with the fake ones, lad, and it's like, oh my god. But I used to buy them, like, we used to buy them for us, like, what the fuck, man, what do you do? When I think back now, it's like, you know what, it probably didn't look that bad then. But now imagine that, fucking pure
when
fake.
You look back at the pictures and you're like, what did you have me wearing?
What? Really Kappa and what was it, Kappa and fucking, all them Mizuno and all that. But yeah, the good old days, man. But you know what, I believe the way everything happened, I don't think I'd be where I am now if it didn't all happen. See, if my mum, I say this to a lot of people, and they're like, "You're mad, you." But if my mum didn't die when she did, and my daughter didn't come the way that happened, I don't think I'd be in the way I am now. Because, like, my mum died, my head fell off, but my daughter was like, I need to sort my shit out for her. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was like that. Like my mum, but then obviously she's keeping me up. My mum's bringing me down 'cause she's gone, but then my daughter's bringing me up. Do you know what I mean?
What was that actually like for you? If you could try and go in depth,
Oh,
lad, it proper interests me.
Bro, it was lad. I just can't get my head around how it actually, how the timing.
Yeah.
She was 2 months premature, you know. No, don't do 2. No, I think either 2 months or a month premature. She came early anyway. Yeah. And listen to this. This is fucking mad. My mum is see when people are dying, they see people, they see things, don't they? Start talking about past stuff and that. My mum went, the baby's coming, but she's coming the wrong way. She was asleep though, but she's just chatting pure madness, like, 'cause she's on her way out. And the baby was the reason why she had to have a C-section, because the head was the other way around.
Yeah.
Lad, it's so fucking freaky. I swear to God. Yeah, that's what she said. And we were like trying to get our head around, me and my cousin, because my cousin there, she told him, like, Georgia, my baby's mum, my partner, you know what I mean? And she still can't get her head around it, do you know what I mean? She's like, wow, that's so crazy. That's so crazy.
Did you get a chance to tell your mum about
No. So by the time my daughter come, she was like sleeping then. Because as soon as my mum got to the hospital, she went to sleep, lad.
Yeah.
Just went to sleep, lad. It was fucking hard, man. It was hard.
It's like your biggest blessings being took away, but you're being given massive blessings
one
as well at the
blessing
same
in
time.
disguise, innit?
Because I remember I used to say to my mum, like I told her about Georgia, said like she's pregnant and stuff like that. What do we do? Like, my mum, being a woman, she went, well, you're gonna have to provide. If you don't want to be there as a dad, you're still gonna have to provide in some way, as a mum would. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what she said. And you know what? That was another reason why I said, you know what? I'm gonna have to just give this a try. Do you know what I mean? And I haven't looked back since. Do you know what I mean? Because my mum said them things. I said I'm gonna have to do what my mum like told me to do here. And it was the best thing that's ever happened to me. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, she's a little diamond, man. She's like, yeah. So
Where do you reckon you would be if your little one wasn't born?
oh, lad, I don't know. You know, I really don't know where I'd be, lad. I swear to God, I don't even want to think about it, lad. Don't know where I'd be, you know. Like, I was saying this the other day actually to one of my mates, saying like, because I always like this story. It comes back to me, and always I like start like to talk about it. Do you know what I mean? But I always think, what if, like my mum just died. I would have had to keep my mum's house because I would have had nowhere else to go. What would I have done? Like, where would I have been? I still probably would have been partying. Would have been in that same area. So still would have. I don't know, lad.
It sounds like you were a boy at the time, but
Yeah.
then all that happened
I
and
was a boy.
changed it into a man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I think to myself, I always question myself and I say, why did it take that for me to grow up? I should have grown up anyway. I was 28, you know. 28, lad, and I should have fucking grown up.
But you can't really think like that
Because
because
yeah, exactly, I know. But because where I am now, I'm not like, I don't have to think like that. But I should, like, I do. It's hard not to sometimes.
Yeah, I get what
like,
you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, where would I have been, lad? It's scary to think though. So scary to think where I would have been.
Yeah, because for a person that's like, well, obviously we've never met you before,
Yeah.
but like even like just meeting on the street, conversation, whatever it is, or a gaff, anything, you never think that's like the story that you've gone through. You feel like you've kind of grown from a younger age.
Yeah.
And like the way you speak, the way that you're at, the passion, everything, it's just,
Yeah.
lad, it's admirable.
No,
It is
thank
admirable,
you,
lad.
thank you. And this is the reason why, like, I got, and then I was ready then to get back into my music then, because my head was right then. And it's like, right, it's time to get back into my music. There's no time or nothing. I know I said before about getting back into music in your 30s, but do you know, time or nothing? Just go, if you want to do something, go and do it. Do you know what I mean?
This is like your motivation.
Yeah.
That is like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing's taking that away,
Yeah.
and you're just going.
Yeah, and this is it. This is nothing's going to stop. The only thing that stops you is yourself.
Yeah, that's it.
Lad. Yourself. Your own worst enemy. And that's what, like, I used to create barriers, lad. I used to create barriers. I keep looking up there, lad. I can't stop looking up there. Sorry, lad. See all them? I keep looking at the sayings at the boss. So that's all. If you see me on the camera looking up there, looking at there's some good sayings up there anyway.
Little inspo.
Yeah, little inspo up there, lad. That's what I'm saying. No, but it's true.
If you want. Get a little tattoo on you.
Oh, lad.
Live, laugh, love.
I've been in many gas where I've been in the... Oh, lad, I've seen them. Live, laugh, love from fucking... What's it fucking B&Q? Just a fucking little stick-on thing. Yeah. Oh, no, that's what was we saying then? Fucking went off topic then. I forgot what I was saying.
Using what's gone on in your past as motivation for you.
For your music. Yeah, definitely for my music. That's another reason, because I'd lived a little bit and I wanted to... Like, to be honest, like I said, my story's not mad, but it's like a story where, like, you can see the journey, like, oh, fucking hell. Like, and then you can actually reflect and say, where would you be or where would you have been, do you know what I mean? And it's scary, sorry. It's scary to think. It is actually scary to think where I would have been, but I'm not there, so I'm where I am. And I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be where I am, do you know what I mean? And that's why I think now, even though it mightn't have happened in the way I wanted it to happen, and because you can't plan life, but do you know what I mean? So, but it couldn't have happened in a better way.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Couldn't have happened, and I was denying it. I denied it for so much, like, cause see, when you're not in control of the situation, but I couldn't have asked for a better way for it to happen. Do you get me?
Yeah, because the way I see it, like with your music, it's all about story and all that, everything that's relatable.
Yeah.
Like you've had a heavy story,
Yeah.
a proper like story that's deep.
Yeah.
But that's then giving you so much then to move forward. in
Yeah,
life
with your
then.
music, of course,
Yeah.
and even to put in your music as well. Like I like, especially with stuff like this, like there's always people that are worse off than yourself. But if people can just take a little bit from what I'm saying, and just say, look, I'm in that certain, like a similar situation, like let's listen to what he's got to say. Do you know what I mean? And if it just helps a few people, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But even one person, just to like, need to get me head with it. I'm gonna try moving up this way, just to get away from the thing until it can get me mindset straight. And that's a lot of it's just your mental health, lad. Getting your mindset strong. And once you get your mindset strong, lad, the fucking world's your oyster. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because then you feel like you can take on anything.
You can
then.
take anything.
Yeah.
When you're weak in the mind, that's when like you will stumble. You will stumble a few times even when you think you're strong, but it's how you come out the other side of that. It's how you pick yourself up and how you take that as a lesson and how you move forward on it. But
because let's say for instance that there is one person that listens to this, then they can relate to you. Like just the life that you're now living and like what you've gone through and how you've come out the other side, they're gonna look at that as either you're an inspiration, or you're a role model.
Yeah, of course, yeah,
and
definitely.
I don't think anyone ever grows up thinking I'm gonna be a role model or an inspiration for anyone, but they're the shoes that you're gonna learn.
Yeah, that's it. No, that's it. And do you know why I even say, like, I'm as you know, as you can see, I'm so positive. I'm just dead positive. I'm in a good place in my life now. So it's like, even when people like just tap in, there's a few kids like see through the music where they just tap in and just sit, but there's a few ones that'll like always like your stuff and they'll say, lad, I've been going through this, your music's like helped me, stuff like just listening to it, not even about what I'm saying, just listening to it. And there was a kid the other day that messaged me and said, oh lad, because he had a bit of trouble, got thrown out of his house, and he messaged me the other day. He was like, lad, listen to this, blah 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 blah. I've been accepted for a house and all that. And I was like, do you know what? Like he was just he felt boss just telling me, and I don't even know this kid. And when I heard that, I thought, yes, lad, do you know what I mean? Like it made me feel good. Do you know what I mean? Like just hearing him happy to tell me. Do you know what I mean? And so, oh lad, I was made up for him. Do you know what I mean?
And he only knows you through your music. So you've created a bond, a connection with people that you don't even know.
Listen,
the amount like they're coming back to you with the stories.
Exactly, the amount of people I've met through music, lad. Like, lad, it's bossed up. Kids that are just like, the thing is with me, well, I feel like I'm a bit of, I don't like to badmouth anyone like through music because I'm not that person. But the thing is with me, I feel like my man's just gone blank then. Literally just gone fucking blank.
Lad, welcome to my world.
My man just fucking went blank then. Literally.
What were you talking about?
No, what are you joking? No, I feel like with me music, I'm I've lost it now. But
do you know, being an artist from Liverpool, is there any like obstacles that you think you may face because you're from Liverpool rather than?
That's why I like you being here. You know,
obstacles. I don't know. I think just Liverpool's stereotyped. But obviously, within my it's not obstacles. I feel like it's just stereotyped. But with me, where I word my stuff, I feel like because I speak in the past tense, and like. Yeah, no, I just, do you know what? I don't even feel like I get it. I just put out whatever I want. I'm at a point now where when I first started my music, I was like a bit picky on what I put out because I'm worried about what people like. Oh, would you like? But do you know what I see now? I don't even care. You know, I just throw it out because I've gained a little like bit of like a little fan base now. So I feel like whatever I put out now, they'll fuck with my music anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Right, well, I'll change the question then.
Go
Do you
on.
think it's harder to make it
Yeah,
back game
yeah.
being from Liverpool?
It is, but it's getting easier now. Not easier, but it's getting a bit more. Liverpool's getting a bit more noticed, obviously, because you had the likes of A-Star and obviously you look at Mazza now. Yeah, Hazy. Even that, even that just put a spotlight on Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? And see, like people are starting to get. Like say with Mazza now, like say he smashed it from he took a bad situation into a good one, and see that even no matter what he's done, lad, fair play to him, lad, he's fucking boss. I done a show for he done a show put together the show.
Yeah, with all the young people, was it LB or something?
No, he put together the show. Well, be from the 35. No, he didn't know. It wasn't with him. No. I done the show, but this when I was first just getting back into my music. I think it was late 2022 or beginning of 2023, I think. And he put a little show on, and even just for that, lad, I was just wanting to jump on it, all little things. Do you know what I mean? But he's just a clean-hearted kid. Do you know what I mean? No matter what he's done, I'll always thank him for that because he's always likes me stuff and. He's always answered to me stuff. Even like his little profile, what he's got his YouTube stuff. He said if you ever want to put stuff on there, he'll bang it on for nothing and stuff like that. Yeah, he's all about like just giving people, helping. Do you know what I mean? I know he talks about what he talks about, but that's his music, innit? That's what he does. That's what music he's into.
So you being an artist from Liverpool, have you got a message for the younger artists who are trying to make it? Have any message you'd like to give or advice on?
Yeah, do you know what? Just keep going, really. Just keep going. Don't. I'd say branch off and do your own thing. Don't follow. Always try and be unique and try and be yourself. Obviously, people are gonna have the same sounds, similar sounds and stuff, but you can always branch off and try and be unique in your own way. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's the main thing for me. I've branched off to be like a little bit different to everyone else because people like me for my music. They're not, oh, you sound like this person or you sound like that person. But yeah, no, just be unique, be yourself, and just keep cracking, keep plugging away, and just try new ideas, man. Try things new, and don't be scared to do it. Just do it. If you get creative, if you think about it, do it. Yeah. Don't even act on it. Yeah. Be an action. Yeah. What's the word? Be a doer. You know what I mean? Be a doing person, not like a one that just says, oh yeah, next week or on Monday. I'll do that on Monday. Do you know what I mean? Then Monday people. Do that Monday. Then Monday afternoon. It's like next Monday. Do you know what I mean?
Monday never comes.
When it comes, innit?
Why do you reckon though, like, it was so hard for Liverpool to branch out there? Because I've always thought, is it our accent? Because you don't really see, like, a lot of singers. You don't really hear of, like, big-time rappers. You don't really hear of, like, actors or anything like that. You don't really hear, like, people doing podcasts. It's like sport. Like, I feel like our voice is like really like.
But I feel
like
now, for some weird reason, it's kind of like Liverpool's getting a bit of traction.
Yeah, like, and it is now.
You've got Paddy, you've got like the rappers, you've got actors.
Yeah.
Jodie Comer.
Stephen Graham, is it?
Oh, he's been around for time though, hasn't he, Graham?
Yeah. Right now is probably the first time in. Since I can remember that there's been a lot of people coming from Liverpool who are like getting a name and doing something. Do you know what I mean?
It's weird because it's been normalised now.
Yeah.
Like see the way from Liverpool, like see even like I there's a few rappers that I speak to from like up north, like Bradford by Leeds, and see they're trying to do their thing. So you'd have like the Bad Boy Chiller crew and all that. But even that, you don't get really many people up there. So like it's getting like further. So are they going to be in Scotland next door? But do you know what I mean? You don't know, do you? But it's I don't know. If we just got like a bit of a no one wants to listen to us, and I think a few people just like
give us a chance.
Get normalised it, and like I feel like loads of people are doing music now though. Yeah. Loads. I remember years ago when I was doing music, like when obviously when I was hanging around with my mates and that, we used to go to like, because I've always been into like gram and stuff like that. That's what I grew up on. Like there was a channel called Channel U years ago. And it was just like all the urban artists. So see, like now where you got all like your London rappers, it was all just on this channel. Because they weren't even in the charts then. So like
underground.
They were underground. Like see all like DW and that. DW, Skepta. See all them. Why? Yeah, they see all them. They see the way they're all in the charts now. Years ago, they wouldn't have even touched the charts. Like, if you look at the charts now, it's mostly urban music. A lot of it's just urban music. It's the likes of Drake. And years ago, it weren't even like that.
You got a top 3 from the UK?
Top 3 from the UK. Who we listen to now? My top one's Dave, lad.
Yeah.
I love Dave, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave. Do you know what? Skepta's up there for me, only because I love grime music. Wait there, let me just delve into my mind now, lad, because there's a few that are proper sick with the story. I love storytelling ones. That's why I like Dave.
Oh, I like, but I don't know whether you like them. Like Chip.
I like Chip. Yeah, I like Chipmunk.
You know.
Do you know what though? He's a proper lyricist.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
He's a proper lyricist. Do you know what? Central C as well, lad. Love Central C, lad. Do you know why I like Central C though? People say like about he's shit and blah blah blah, but no, I like a story of where like how he carries himself. Like, cause I was reading up about him the other day, lad, and some of his the way he doesn't, and he's not proper out there as like if he does something good, he doesn't put it on social media. He's just he looks after his people, lad, and like, but you can see like he's not full in your face with everything he does. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that we don't see.
He's like humble.
Lad. No. Do you know what? I feel, obviously you gotta have some sort of persona, haven't you? Being you gotta have a bit of an ego, haven't you, lad? But what I read about him the other day, lad, of things that he does, it's like, do you know what, bro? I fully rate him, and I've seen his little journey, lad. Where lad, he's worldwide now. Like how he's done it so quick. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Do you know what I mean?
I'm surprised no one said Stormzy. I like him like that.
Do you know what? No, I like Stormzy.
Yeah.
Even no Stormzy again. What he's another one. He's up there because what he does for his community and stuff. What I seen that footy thing what he done the other day, but in his he's built. Yeah, he set up with Adidas. Merky FC. He's done like an Astro.
Has he got his own boots or something now?
Yeah.
What's your opinion on beef in rap?
Do you know what? Beef and rap.
Before you dashed that at one point.
Do you know what? I think it's good if you're gonna do it on the sly and market it very well. If it's gonna help you. But if you're gonna do it as a business, because you can market yourself very well off beef. Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
Are you asking that because of the Kendrick and Drake thing and J. Cole and that?
I haven't even actually followed. He's not busy. I've followed little bits, but I haven't actually followed the full thing. But I've heard Drake's been absolutely done over, to be honest, by Kendrick Lamar. But rap beef, me personally, I wouldn't get into it because I don't even think people can say anything about me. What can they actually say?
That was more my question. Like, would you ever get into like?
If we could, I shouldn't say this on here, should I? Nah, they're not real. They're blagging it. Do you know what? It's one. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is with me?
I've got a mic, lad. You got a mic.
Hit a bit of 1 minute, 2 minute, bit of 3. Do you know what it is with me? Like I don't like proper negative. I don't like being a negative person, lad. I don't like being. But if someone did send for me, like I'm quite good. I'm quite good with writing. If someone did, I'd just write it. I'd just have to write. I'd send shots back, wouldn't I? But do you know what? That's the thing. It depends who you're doing it with, because if it depends what. Because it's got to stay within music. Be arsed if it goes out music. Do you know what I mean? It's like it doesn't need to go that way. If you want to spit a few bars, like I'd literally, if that happened, I'd mess and say, look, we're keeping it within music and leave it at that, because it's not one of them. Unless I'm chatting madness on my songs, I'm about that life, then okay. But because I'm not on that wave, I'll just keep it. I'll keep it. Look, strictly music, and we'll just go back and forth. And do you know what? At the end of the day, it might help us both. You know what I mean?
It's like it's fun then rather than beef.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying.
Bugsy and Chip. That was genius.
Bugsy, that made Bugsy. Bugsy went.
Yeah.
Literally because of that beef.
That was real beef.
That was real beef. But do you know what? The boys now, like when I heard the sound now, and do you know what? See, when you can do that. Because I didn't want them show up to... No, there wasn't it Storms. What was the Stormzy one? Was it Stormzy and Chip?
Yeah.
Stormzy and Chip, because didn't someone... Stormzy and Chip, didn't Stormzy turn up at Chip's house or something?
Yeah, sure.
See? But see that? You don't need to. You don't need to, lad. Just keep it within music. But obviously, you're probably getting deep with the bars. Like when you start sending stuff like proper deep... Personal. The thing is, what can people say about me, lad? Like, yeah, what? Your mum, your dad, like, I'm what? Like, so it doesn't hurt me, do you know what I mean? Like, they can't say nothing to. I don't think anyone could even say anything to me. I wear Crocs, what?
8 mile lad, I'll do this, I'll do that. I wear Crocs. And what?
We couldn't listen to my cousin went to me yesterday. Croc that.
Yes, lad.
Croc that, you know. Croc that, just like a pair of Crocs like that.
I'll AI that for you.
Croc that, do it, lad.
Well, hey, yeah, so I've got a question that comes with a follow-up
Yeah,
question. So, how much do you think that music can have an influential impact on people?
100%.
100%.
Yeah, it does have a... yeah. It can go both ways. Actually, it can go both ways. It depends what type of music you're doing and what you're talking about. Because it goes both ways. So you're talking about a mad ching this, ching that. I'm gonna stab your nan and blah blah blah. Do you know what I mean? But if you're talking about that, people are gonna take that on board.
Yeah.
People are gonna get the music's good, but people are gonna take that on board. It's how you control your own mind and how you want to take it in. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, people when you're glorifying that, it's only gonna.
On the youth, they think it's real.
Yeah, because that was kind of like my next follow-up question.
Yeah.
Talking about, it's like
definitely.
doing songs about that. It's like, how much impact is that going to have? Yeah, it's like, it's like, even if the tunes are sick and you can sit there and get like a bit rowdy to them or whatever, it's like, but the bigger picture of it is it what you need? Do you want that in community? Do you want like one of your lads or whatever going around and doing what you're rapping about?
That's
I
it.
used to love that music, but like now, like when sometimes I listen to it, I'm like,
Brutal, innit?
I just don't resonate with that. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And I'm like, next song, it's weird, do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I tend to go to when I'm listening to that drill music and they're saying about madness? It's their delivery of it that I seem to like. Obviously, what they're saying, I'm like, yo, that sounds sick, but it's the energy, and it's like it's how they flow on it, and I'm like, yeah, that sounds sick, that, you know, but that's just not me. What they're saying, do you know what I mean?
that resonates with you then because you're never going to take the actions.
Words,
so you can just go.
I can listen to that and just take it in.
Yeah,
like
go,
it.
Oh, that was heavy. That next song.
This is it. That's exactly it. But then that's where, like, when the youth are doing it, like for instance, let's say that lad who raps in from that area, then that same young kid from that area is probably gonna be, I want to live up to what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, there's only so far you're gonna get. You're gonna add a dead or in jail. Do you know what I mean? And it's not the way to go. You got so much life ahead of you. If you gotta live a bit of life, haven't you? And then tell your story through your music. And it doesn't have to be about. It doesn't always have to be negative stuff. Obviously, crud sells. That's what I call it. Crud. Crud does sell, but it's how you put it out there. Do you know what I mean? And that's still it's how you market it. It's how you put it across to them. Do you know what I mean? I feel like with myself, like mine's definitely always in past tense, but. Like this council estate one, like, so because obviously it's a council estate, that's who made me. What? And you think it's all gravy, simming a burn iron, talking hazy. What do you mean, lad? What? Do you blame me? And that's what I'm saying. Basically, I'm actually asking people, what do you blame me? Because that's where they grew up, like, it's around me. And that's what I'm basically saying to, like, can you blame the kids? You can't, because they're in a product of your environment. And that's the reason why sometimes you do have to branch out and you do have to get away from it. You do. If you're not headstrong and you haven't got the right direction, you haven't got no direction from something, you do have to get away from it somehow. Find your own feet and branch off from it. Do you know what I mean? Somehow. But it's easier said than done.
It is, lad.
If you haven't got no one on that out there to help you, lad, and I was fortunate enough to have someone I can go and stay with to do it. I probably don't think I would have left the area. You know what I mean? So I'm gratefully thankful, do you know what I mean, for where I am in my life right now. And I've just got to keep pushing. And the music's, I know it's not my job, but the music's like kind of feels like a bit of a job now. Where
do you want it to become a job?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Do you know what it is with me? I'm not even asked about like making it, smashing it, but it's a bonus if it happens. It's more me just recognition, because I know I'm a good artist. I just want the recognition, really. And like a good example, look at Codge. Codge is a good example. He's got recognition. See, like he does shows all around the UK, just little like the O2 academies, like little small stages. But you know what? Sick performer, and like he, like just like little things like that. And that's the level I want to next try and get to. Just doing like people know me and maybe like support acts for like little people here and there. Just slowly build. And then I could be fully grey then and have to retire or shave my hair off and that, do you know what I mean?
Would you ever look to do like, or try and get together like a group of like Scouse artists and like just do like one big event? So like, like Hodge yourself, it could be like it could be Cast, it could be anything.
I'd love to do something like that. I've got an idea. I've got an idea, and it could be a fucking sick one, and it's involving me van. Lad, it could involve me
Lad, I
van.
need to see this van, you know.
No, that's for a big looting
I'm just
thing.
trying to think what it's going to be, lad. That's what I'm just...
I've got, lad, I'll tell you, because we're basically, look, this is just an idea, so no one take it, because you probably haven't got a van. You can borrow mine, though. You can borrow mine.
Might have a van, but it's not my van.
Wheel it. No, so I don't know if you've seen on my page, but I've archived the photos from ages ago. But when I first started my music back in 2022, I was working on site, and I've done something called Fire on Site. I don't know if you see. Yeah, so basically, I was on site with one of my he's my mate now. Wasn't my mate Tam, I just met him, but I said I could do music and that, and I was on the dumpers, and this was up in Southport. I said, I'm getting back into my music, lad, and he said, why don't you just do a freestyle, bro? Wouldn't that be your first thing? Put a freestyle on your Instagram. I didn't even have Instagram. I'd been off Instagram for like years. So I set up an Instagram just for me music, and I put this freestyle on. It was just me spitting bars, jumping off a dumper, and then started spitting bars, lad. And then everyone was just like, wow. Loads of people who knew I'd done music and that. So they were like, oh, you're back doing your music? I was like, yeah, I'm back doing music. And then that was it then. I got a bit of traction from just that little freestyle thing. And then that was the start of the music then. But yeah, like, and so Fire on Site, let's go back to that. But I was going to do, because I'm not on a site no more, fire in the van, lad. Yeah. Just get it, just literally pull up to a private car park, like Skepta does, private car park. Speakers are on the van now with the DJ thing, and then people just spit bars and get it filmed. People just good vibes though, innit? Something like that. Do you know what I mean? And it gets people, the community. It's gonna be like even like if younger kids want to come and just get on the mic. Do you know what I mean? And then proper document it, do it proper, and then see where it goes. You know
Joe sick on the mic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's heavy, you know.
Have you really?
Lads, ignore him, Brian couldn't spit bars.
Had a little go though.
Everybody's on a
You should have a little joint and he'd have a little go on that. Be honest, lad, be honest.
One of my boys was best, lad. I was not on.
Nah, do you know what though? Like I said, yeah, it's boss though. No, do you know what though? It's like a lot of what I see now. A lot of lads are rapping, yeah. But do you know what I like about it? Even if they might not be that good, but you know what? It's part of like your culture with your mates and that. You're just getting involved, getting into music, and then once you start getting into rapping yourself, then you start getting into music, and then and music's boss for like meeting new people, getting yourself out there, not just staying in by like. But music can open so many doors. Do you know what I mean?
What I was gonna say, like obviously I can't rap, I don't but I do try and keep myself involved in that kind of like music scene. Because
you're over it, like
I'm on it.
You're on it. Yeah. So yeah, but you're in contact with them all though. So you know what I mean? And each one of them, that's boss though. You've got to be, lad, because like
doesn't make the little connections now.
That's what it's about, lad. It's exactly.
Idea.
That's could be a thing, you know.
I like the idea of it though.
Yeah, it's just different. It's different, and it's like it has to be on.
What it is, there's no production cost.
I was thinking there's no, it's cost effective.
And if you get private land, so the police can't come on and say nothing.
Yeah.
Get a couple of you can get a couple of stewards on there, just some lights, just in your, just going off. Yeah, literally though, lad. Literally could be just like something. It's so easy setup, small scale, but then just gives people like a opportunity,
an outlet.
Yeah.
Where people can be creative.
Get everyone on the tail lift, put it up. Start spitting bars on the tail lift.
LED lights going on as well.
No, it's it.
What's next for you then, bro? What's your next move?
Do you know what? I haven't even got a next move, you know. I haven't got actually nothing in the pipeline. Last year I done the Southport weekend there. Did you see that? Yeah, I think who was on there? Be Real was on there. Be Real with Bugsy Malone was on there.
Yeah.
Bugsy Malone. No, yeah, was he? Yeah, he was there. Bugsy Malone was there.
Was Jordan McCann on
Jordan McCann was there. Trem was on. Yeah, and then we was on like a small stage with like a few of the upcoming rappers, but that was a good. So I reckon that's gonna be on again this year. That we haven't been in contact, but now I'm just like I feel like because I've got me sound now. Now I feel like it's just gonna open a few more doors. Like I'm gonna be a bit more consistent on the content. I just got a content package with me mate there, so I'm gonna have like we're rolling this song out and just try and get more content out there, be a bit more consistent, because I know it's hard, innit? It's hard on Instagram getting the algorithm right here because it changes all the time, doesn't it? It's horrible.
I can't seem to get it right at all.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, what I find I find that like if you're not consistent, like, because I've started looking at like me reach now, just to see what me reach is. And sometimes the reach is terrible, and it's only and you just got it. It's the timing, isn't it? The timing of things.
Time of the day.
Yeah. I posted up that preview yesterday, the new one, and that's not even part of the video. That's just like content that. And I posted that up, and lad got posted up at 8 in the morning on Saturday. And lad, that's a good time.
Yeah.
Lad, I swear to God, it just popped off. And I was like, wow, I've never thought at 8 in the morning. I was posted like 6 in the evening.
Yeah, that's like the time when normally like the people we're involved with are always active. So the analytic is like, oh, I'll post that time. Yeah. People, not Instagram.
Yeah. So
I say that and my post is still doing shit.
Like, sometimes Instagram, put like a ceiling on it so you can be consistent smashing it, and then they'll just go, nah.
Is it what is a shadow ban? They say, don't they?
Well, not even like a shadow ban. You could be consistent smashing it, and then all of a sudden, like one day you'll just be posting, and it'll just go, nah, not today.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's mad. Like, that's why I've got a few because I do a bit of promo stuff, a little bit, just like a little branch, just a little bit. But there's a few pages that'll post me stuff out. Do you know what I mean? Just because I'm trying to get the Liverpool crowd. Obviously, I feel like I've got ish, but try and get the Liverpool crowd. But then you want to branch out. I'm trying to get on TikTok. I posted. I couldn't get my head around TikTok. And lad, I posted that video up yesterday, and it's got the. Can I have a look, lad?
Yeah, good.
Because no, just I don't care about views or nothing like that. But I couldn't master TikTok, lad. Yeah, see, this is the most I've ever had views on a video, lad. 5,830 views, and see for me, lad, I wasn't even touching 1,000. And lad, just because, and I feel like it's because of the how good the content looks. Yeah. People don't just that's what it is. I think I don't know what it is. Maybe the algorithm, they put it out to more people because the quality is better. I don't know, but that's the most I've ever.
Yeah, what I've shown on TikTok, I've always tried to watch like people that give like advice and like them types of people. They always say the number one thing with TikTok is just being consistent. They say don't worry about times with TikTok. Just get content out there. Yeah. Sometimes you got post twice a day, lad. You've got content post twice a day.
Yeah. I've seen where people like pay you when you're on a live. I'm like, I don't really gift you.
Crazy.
Like what? Who's gifting who? Who's gifting me 20p, lad, or something like that, or whatever the gifts are, lad. I'm like, why would you do that?
Like, you can give like a 5 or 10, isn't it? You know.
But why would you do that though?
Know.
Do you know what I mean? Well, yeah, by all means, give me it. But I just can't get my head around who sits there and does that. Do you know what I mean?
They're buying them gifts to give to you.
Yeah, mad. But do you know what though? Do you know what, when you actually deep it, it's like that's their kind of support, innit? You know what I mean? So, do you know what? By all means, if they're gonna support me with some gifts. I haven't even got that many followers on there, so because I haven't really been.
Go live yet, like, can you?
No, I can't go live yet, lad. So is it 1,000 followers or something?
1,000 followers.
Before you go live.
You can go live, lad. Yeah.
Why do you know all this stuff?
Look into it all.
Yeah, he's the tech guy. The tech.
Look into it all.
Who would you say is the person, like this is just a proper random question, but who's the person that you'd want to perform with the most or do a song with the most? Anyone.
Oh. That's got to be just
dead or alive as well.
Oh, lad, that's a good one, that, you know. Tupac. Imagine doing a song with Tupac, lad. That'd be mad, that, wouldn't it? Tupac, you know.
Tupac's better than Biggie.
Do you know what? It was funny because I've always been into music, but I never actually delved into like Tupac and Biggie until like let's say a few years ago. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because what was a program come on? No, it wasn't a few years ago. It was when yeah. So that's when I started like, okay, yeah, Unsolved. That's one. That's when I started. But Biggie, unbelievable.
Yeah, his flow.
His flow was so sick. And
right?
no, mad, innit? Just freestyles it though. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, Biggie's probably better, you know. It's weird. It's weird. The lyrics. Yeah, the lyrics of Tupac. The lyrics, because it's weird because the pain from Tupac. There's pain. There's pure pain there. And do you know what? See, with Tupac, I like the way, like, because he started doing, like, he was very inspirational. That was the difference between Tupac and Biggie. Tupac was inspiring. Like, he was so, like, I want to help people. Like, that's what he wanted to do. Biggie was a bit more, like, chilled, wasn't he? Do you know what I mean?
It's like club tunes.
Yeah, club tunes. But when you look at all the old interviews from Tupac, then you look at him, then it actually changes your mind. It's like, fucking hell, Tupac was like, he was so inspiring, do you know what I mean?
Is that your answer then, Tupac?
It's got to be Tupac, hasn't it?
Who was yours?
That's exactly my
Tupac or Big? I'm just going to ask everyone.
Yeah.
Probably Tupac as well.
Tupac, Jay.
So I liked Biggie for a bit, but the more I listen to Tupac, I feel like Tupac's better now.
It's the journey, because
Yeah.
it looked like he had a proper journey, innit?
Yeah, I've always been a Tupac lad. Always been a Tupac. But
It's proper
what
journey.
was yours?
I was Tupac, yeah, defo. But get on this, yeah, there was an AI video the other day. Someone's only AI Tupac Fire in the Booth.
What?
Bro, you can YouTube it, you know, like...
What?
Fire in the Booth, Tupac, Google it when you get in.
Oh.
AI, Tupac.
And his
Fire-
voice.
And it's him, bro. It's him. And it's crazy, lad. It looks like it. Crazy, bro.
Lad.
Crazy.
Sure it went you?
That's
That's why he's saying it's sick, lad.
Oh, lad. Sick, you know. No, sick.
Who would you say is the most underrated in the music game?
Most underrated? That's a good question.
Cop that.
No, most underrated? Wow, there's so many. That just haven't branched. That just haven't got there. I can't even put my finger on it. I can't even put my finger on it. So I'm trying to think of who I look at and maybe listen to that aren't like fully
There.
but they've always just been on that like same and just haven't like shot off yet. I'm not even trying to look for underground either.
Yeah, I can't think of.
I think, you know. Who would you think?
Don't know.
Do you like Akala?
Oh, lad, Akala. See, yeah, that's going back to when I used to properly. He's proper, like, he's a lyricist as well, Akala. Like, but he's proper deep.
Yeah.
He's
Too
deep.
deep.
Very educational, very educated as well, isn't he? Because I remember Akala years ago. He's been around for years. And Akala used to be on like Channel U. But then he does all like seminars and stuff like that, doesn't he? Of like, yeah, with the dreadlocks, yeah. He's proper deep in.
Hold on.
Seminars, like he does like seminars, like
Oh, really?
Is that the fella that talks about like all political stuff? And
yeah,
you've
yeah.
shown me videos of him, haven't you? And like, he's
Fire
proper.
in the boobs and the
Yeah. Alright, I didn't know he done music.
there's one.
Do you like Mike Righteous?
Mike Righteous is sick as well. Like, see there's ones like ones that haven't proper shot off. Do you know what I mean?
They seem like they're not too arsed about going mainstream.
Yeah. They just wanna they would
like doing their own thing.
educating. They're all about educating. You know what I mean? And that's good. That's what you want to do. You want to try and educate the up and coming youth, because this generation, lad, that's coming up, lad. It's a bit mad. You know what I mean? No, it's not mad. It's just mad. Like it wasn't like that when we were younger. Do you know what I mean? Like people don't go out like we used to. Like no more. Do you know what I mean? Like people,
You don't see kids on the field playing footy anymore.
no, you don't.
And
don't
the marsh screaming everyone in.
yeah,
You don't see that.
you're
hear
playing
that,
footy
nothing.
pro clubs.
Yeah,
You know what I
that's
mean?
what it is,
That's
don't
what
it?
it's like that, just takeaways and like just in the room, curtains closed and that. But I used to do that myself, to be honest. I used to play the PlayStation, lad. I used to go to bed at like 6, 7 in the morning sometimes when I'd been up all night just playing the games on clubs.
Trying to get in Division 1 and that.
Yeah, trying plowing away, lad, plowing away. And lad, the next minute it's 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. There's only 2 of us left.
Not even talking on the headset.
So it's like that, and then lad, sometimes I'd fall asleep.
Yeah.
I would have fell asleep on the mic and all that. It's like, if you fell asleep, I was like, lad, I'm knackered, I'm going to bed.
Was you that one who played the music on the mic and that?
Oh no, yeah. Just interfering with the mic. Or then there's one kid with the crackly mic. Lad, turn your mic off, lad. Innit? But no, the good old days, man. Like, see, I don't even hard play my game much now. Yeah, I don't get the time no more. Like family life and just my music. That's all I do now, lad. Just work, music, and just family, lad. Do you know what I mean? I do see me mates and that. Like, I'll go and watch me mates' footy team of a weekend. And that's my like time to go and see me mates, and then I'll obviously go to like gatherings where they're having like birthdays and stuff like that. But that's kind of my time. I hardly go to town and that now. And that was just a choice. Like, I do go the odd occasion, but even then, lad, I get anxious, lad. It just doesn't feel the same as when I used to go to town. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if that's because like I'm not in the same mindset, or I'm not partying, I'm not feeling as confident. But I think it's because when I used to go to town, lad, I used to know everyone. I used to be like, yes, lad, or the bouncers, yes, lad. Do you know what I mean? But now it's like, who's that? I've never seen that club. Do you know what I mean?
Maybe you've just like outgrew that lifestyle, so
Yeah.
you feel uncomfortable in it.
Yeah,
Do you know what
definitely outgrew it. 100% outgrew it. And when I do go to town, lad, I'm in and out, lad. It's, like,
It's an unfamiliar environment now.
very, very unfamiliar environment.
Yeah.
Definitely, 100%. But that's a good thing, though. It's like you said, I've grew out of it and all that. So,
Been there, done that.
done that, wore the t-shirts.
It's just say cop that.
But yeah.
My question was going to be about music as well, because
Yeah.
we're talking about like the educated. Do you reckon you'll be in a position one day to be an educator in music?
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Doing what I always say. Yeah, I always say if I ever make it, lad, I just want to help people, lad. Do you know what I mean? I want to feel like when I'm in a position to do that, lad, I want to be able to help people that are less fortunate than me. Because do you know why? As well with this job, I can go from a house in Formby, over £1 million house, yeah, doing a job, and then I can go to your worst house and I see the fucking difference. But I've seen it anyway from where I'm from. Like I see, like some people are less fortunate than others. Do you know what I mean? And with this job, it makes me think, because I do my music, like because I do like, I'm going off topic a little bit here, but when I'm doing like a removal, like I'll always go to someone like, is there anything you need? If I can identify like that they need stuff, because I do like house clearances sometimes. Do you know what I mean? So some of the stuff that people give away and just want thrown away are good stuff. So I'm like, I always keep like a note on my phone just to say like, oh, this person is interested in like a bed or a cooker that's given something like that, and I'll always go like, yeah, do you want this? Like I've got, or I'll message them or a phone them, I've got this. There'll be always someone I'll always like to give something to someone. Do you know what I mean? Rather me just go and trash it because they want to go and give it away. Trash, that's American, that. Trash. But yeah, no, that's what I want to do. When it comes to music, I want to try and, I don't know, even if it's not music related, just even if I can get people into music to like help people. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I already work with a kid now. He's in care, and do music with him. Yeah, I do music with him. I do a couple of hours a week. We've done a song together, and we've in the process of doing like a little video, lad. I just said to him, look, I'm gonna do one with you. Do you know what I mean? He's gone through like a bit of a madness. He's not from Liverpool. He lives in Liverpool, but he's not from Liverpool. He's from up north and further north. And I don't know what, he's a good kid. And when I first met him, I identified he's got more to offer than just what he was involved in. Yeah. And I've it's what we're like 3rd month in now, and he's proper loving doing it. So I'm just carrying on with him, and that's so yeah. I just want to like, if the people you meet through music, I wouldn't have been sitting with him. Probably wouldn't be sitting here. Do you know what I mean? But so yeah, I love it, lad. I love the people that you meet when you do music. It's good. You know what I mean? I'm not just like,
by the sounds of it as well, a lot of people that get into the music world have always got a story behind them as
definitely,
well.
definitely. Because like I say, you can go into music and like you can chat generic stuff. Do you know what I mean? Generic stuff but I don't know. You can chat generic relatable stuff, but if there's nothing behind it, no meaning. You can't. Sometimes you can't gravitate towards it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like people can like, you get your pop music where it's just a subject on like about a man. Like I've been with this man, blah blah blah, fucked them off. But then or something like that. But then when you've got like a proper meaning story behind it, where you go deep into the story, then you kind of gravitate towards it if you can relate. Do you know what I mean? And that's what and that's when the people that have got a story, that's who I kind of gravitate towards. Music wise, do you know what I mean? Oh yeah,
I love that, lad.
Yeah,
I love that. So what's next then for Cop?
Next, I don't know. I'm just gonna release this song and just see what opportunities come. I'm gonna try and I want to try and do me like own little things off the back of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want to try and get into some sort of acting as well. No, I want to get because I used to do like I like to just branch off like little bits. Obviously, music comes hand in hand with like your performing arts, doesn't it? Like so.
That's what part of being an artist is, isn't it? You're not a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're an artist.
Yeah,
so
like a character, aren't you? Yeah, you're acting, yeah.
Creating, that's what an artist is.
That's it. So that's what I'm hopefully trying to do. I was speaking to a girl yesterday. She was saying about me song. She just literally, I know her from around the area, from where I'm from. She was tapping in to me music for the council estate, and she went, "Oh my god, I'm writing a series. I'm going to use some of your music." And I just said to her I said, "Listen, if you ever need any characters, let me know." And she went, "Are you messing? I need a male character to play a part. I'll send you the script over." And I said, "Look, do you know what? We'll just meet up next week and we'll have a chat and see where it can go." Do you know what I mean? But see, like stuff like that, I can act. Do you know what I mean? It's like just branch off anything, just get where you can. Do you know what I mean? And just
get your fingers in all pies, like
yeah.
Branch out.
No, definitely. And like I say, all this probably wouldn't be possible if it didn't like make changes in my life. Do you know what I mean? Because I was so like trapped in what I was doing. Do you know what I mean? In like, and even just my own man, not even trapped in like what I was doing, like for the reason why I went to jail, just trapped in like that mindset. Like that's all I want to do is go out and live for the weekend. Do you know what I mean? Can't live like that. So there's got to be a day when you grow up, man. You know what I mean? And and I feel like I'm on the right path anyway. I wouldn't say I'm fully 100% there,
But you know where you're going.
but yeah, I am the best I've ever been. Like there's my mindset's strong, but I know there's still more I can offer. Do you know what I mean?
Direction is more important than speed, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, lad. That's exactly it. That's the one. It is though, because people like you always hear it, don't you? Where people say like, oh, like they're looking at other people like they've got kids, they've got a family, and they're like 30, and they're like, oh, what am I gonna do? Like, no, there's no time or nothing. Just as long as you're on the right path and direction. That's all that matters. Even if you're 40, lad, and you become a rapper.
Still, it is.
That's what I'm saying. So, but yeah,
That's it. Lad, I've got nothing else to ask, lad. I thought that was a boss. It was
definitely. Sorry,
lad.
I didn't want to shed a tear with people, but do you know what? It just got me because I was deep in it. Like I can talk just normal. I can speak about my mum now. Like, but see when you're telling the story, you're reliving it.
I think it's good that you did, bro.
Well,
At the end of the day, lad, it's your mom. That's what it is.
But also, I just want to say before we finish, I want to just kind of promote this.
Yeah.
So basically, I don't know if you've seen Eve Murray.
Yeah,
So Murray, they're based in Stopgate Lane in L9. It's Stopgate Lane, but they're a Liverpool brand. They've got a shop there, and it's Murray, Marai, and this is their new bubble tea.
I've got one of their shirts.
Have you got one? I'll boss the clothes. Yeah, so look, I'll just show you on the back to see people there. But it's, lad, so basically...
Squat down, lad.
Sweaty, I can feel that. Also... oh yeah.
As soon as you can see it.
Fucking slut drop. No, but so anyway, they just messaged me about my music a few weeks ago. I know, said, come and have a chat. So I went and had a chat with them, and the way they're going to be doing, I'm going to be working with them, and what they're going to be doing is branching out to like music, but they're going to be like including their clothes within music. Like they're going to like maybe like interview myself, but like include the clothes. Because look, as you can see, it's nice, isn't it? So like the quality. Like I went in, lad, and the way they come across to me, like honestly, the lad down there, the boss, the way how they what's the word?
Present themselves.
How they present themselves, and how they like. How do how do you operate, lad, and the way that the proper like it was inspiring to watch that, the proper into the clothes, lad, and into the music as well. So that's why they branched out to like the crossing over with fashion and music, and that's what they want to kind of do. So I'm going to be working with them and seeing where they can go from there. But yeah, Murray, and listen, the quality, I'm not even joking, the quality is good quality.
I was looking at it earlier on and thinking that's a nice top.
Yeah, it's a nice and I think this was it's £49. And they got these trackies coming out. They show me these new trackies that lad, and they look proper expensive. No, they're not. They're like I can't even describe the material. They're not like this material. They're like, see where they're like got crisscrosses, but you can't see them. Yeah. Like the trackies were unbelievable. As soon as I seen them, I was like, yeah.
Are they like mountain trackies or do you?
Yeah, like no, they're like. It's weird. They're like a smart trackie, but you could either wear it for sport or you could wear it to be like casual going out. That's how like smart they were, but they were nice though. It's like still sport.
As well, the material, lad, it looks like proper like.
Even the print, the print, lad. See when you get them prints where it's like you can tell like that's proper terrible print, but lad, that print is like an iron over and all that. You know what I mean? It doesn't come away. So big up the lads, innit? No, big up the lads at Murray anyway.
You got any questions? No. You got any questions for us?
No, I just thank you for having me, lad. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. And like I say, now I've met you all, like new mates, and see what we can do in the future. See what we can see what ideas, because I know you are all on the creative side as well. So if there's anything that I can bring to the table, or there's anything that you can bring to my table, do you know what I mean? Just
Do it.
we're do you know what I mean? Let's go.
Love it, lad. Love it.
Let's go, people.
Yes, Cock, lad. Thank you for coming on, lad, because that was an absolute belter, and it was an
thank
eye opener, like I said, lad. And
Yeah.
hopefully someone can resonate with this.
No, thank
and
you very
just
much.
Take it away.
I appreciate it.
Inspiring, lad.
Nice
Yeah,
to meet
be
you.
proud of
Nice one,
yourself,
lad. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you.
No worries. Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, open it door, lad.
Fucking sauna in here.
That was Craig's podcast, and I know it was mad, wasn't it? Like you just wouldn't expect it. Like for the lad that's got so much energy for what he's gone through, and the way that he's just continuing to carry on and crack on, but also still make moves and still push for what he wants. It's inspiring. It is, and I like to some people it might not seem the most inspiring thing in the world, but to us, yeah, and like there would definitely be other people. He's a cracking lad, and he deserves everything in the world that he's gonna get. And I keep looking to where he was sat, like he's still sat here, but he's not. But no, I hope that you all really did enjoy that episode. It was brilliant, and if you're still watching, listen right now, please make sure, like I said, that you do like, you comment, you subscribe, you share, you do all the stuff that just helps us grow. So thank you very much for the love and support so far, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.